How good is it when not only you get told that you can get 40% out of your inventory, but when they show you how and you believe them and you can see, yep, I can do that. That's a good moment. Gets it a bit harder after that though. We do lots of inventory reviews, and typically we find something. I'm going to describe just a typical one. You've got someone with $16 million worth of inventory, and with some smart thinking and a few tools you can get that down to 9. So you've got $7 million of reduction that you can get and probably increase your availability on your A-line. So it's sort of a double benefit, quite exciting. The hard bit comes a bit later when you look at where's that $7 million going to come from? Which $7 million goes? So the first place you look, say, slobs, slow moving and obsolete inventory, I'm going to get rid of that. What we usually find though is that most people watch that and they don't have too much of it. There might be 5 or 6%, but it's not going to be the big part of that 7 million most times. But there's something there. So everyone knows you've got to write off that, and they kind of got it in the back of their minds in finance anyway. I've got this X amount, call it $1 million to write off, maybe over the next 12 months or so, and you can put in some things in place to stop putting slobs there again. It's a good idea. Next thing that happens, and it's sort of the fun bit in a way, is it's a rebalancing in the inventory, because you might have, say, 6 weeks of some A-line, you should have 8 weeks, and you've got a few run-outs, and you don't really need to have, just add 2 weeks. But in your effort to contain inventory, you kind of push the level down. But at the same time, as you're 2 weeks short on one of your A-lines, you might be 3 weeks or 6 weeks over on one of your C-lines. So really, with the smart tools that you can get these days, with the advanced techniques and algorithms for forecasting and planning and controlling your purchases and so on and so forth, you can balance those A's, B's and C's and improve your availability and get some money out of your stock. But we're still not up to half of what that $7 million usually is. And the bad news is it's usually excess inventory that doesn't show as slobs. It's inventory where you've got 2 years supply when you needed 6 months. And most times, at the end of an inventory review project, we find that that is the problem. What to do about that? Well, it's the usual marketing tools, so you can discount, but you don't want to do that because they're often active lines where you don't want to spoil your price position. You can do more promotion, sometimes works. You can do various other sort of price-related things like package products and a whole range of marketing techniques like that. But in the finish, the sooner you start and recognise what those lines are, the sooner you can have a strategy, a plan to deal with those and wipe that number out and get your whole 7 million, because it's usually there.